Welcome back. Happy festive season. So this video is the continuation of Wednesday's video. And basically, Mum and I are going to be finishing the Christmas installation in this video. So on Wednesday, we targeted the main Christmas tree and the snow tree in the dining room. And today, we're going to be doing sort of all the general house decorations and the Christmas tree in my sitting room in my bedroom area. So it should be a really lovely video, just nice, wholesome, easy content. And yeah, you'll just be spending sort of the afternoon with Mum and I while we sort of work through popping out all the other little bits and pieces of festive cheer. We've got all this here, but I do also have quite a number of pieces in the dining room as well as behind you. So we've got quite the assortment of Christmas paraphernalia, I was going to say, but yeah, it's looking really lovely. I know I said it in Wednesday's video, but I cannot believe we're in December. I just cannot believe it. It is just seeing, like, I'll turn the camera around in a moment and I'll show you, but I'm looking at the main Christmas tree now and seeing it there, it just feels like it was not that long ago that the tree was there. So yes, this year has just whizzed right by. It's been an incredible year though, like so incredible. But yeah, December already. So without further ado, let's get into this. I'm keen to kind of progress with it. I know Mum is keen to progress with it. We ended Wednesday's video after we had sort of put together and decorated the snow tree in the dining room, and then we basically, Mum and I, just stopped and had some lunch. So we have had some lunch. We've had the little sort of pit stop, and it's almost 3 o'clock now. And yeah, we're keen to kind of just get back into it and sort of get this finished off today. I love putting all of the house bits and pieces up, and we've got one more tree. So I will spin you around and I might just give you a very quick peek at the trees we did on Wednesday, and then we will kind of continue on. So we assembled and decorated this tree on Wednesday. We've got the little Christmas train that goes around it. It is looking so pretty. This is the largest tree that I have at the house, and it's the main sort of what I kind of term the family tree. So it is the one, so I actually host Christmas here. So when everyone arrives on Christmas Day, this is the tree that all the presents go under, and we open all the presents under this tree, and we sort of sit around in this lounge room area while we sort of work through opening all the gifts, and my niece and nephew are here, and it's just such a lovely thing. And so this tree is quite important personally, because it is kind of that family tree, and there are so many incredible memories around this tree, and so many of the decorations have so many memories attached to them. I won't go into it too much. I did touch on it in Wednesday's video, but yes, I just wanted to give you a little update. That is the tree there. I know that this is still sitting out. Once we've put all the little houses and things on, it will get tucked back under. So don't worry, that won't continue to be there. So that is the one tree. And then this is the other one. So this is the one that I sort of call the snow tree, and it's in the dining room area. When we have Christmas, so I host Christmas lunch here. So when we have Christmas lunch here, we do have it in like the dining room area. So it is really lovely just to have that little bit of festiveness in the area. Obviously on Christmas Day, all the lights are on all day, but it's quite like the woodland sort of theme to this tree. So that is the other one that we decorated on Wednesday. Oh, it's looking so sweet. I love the little deer down the bottom. I think that they are so sweet. All right, so we're in my sitting room area. I'm just sort of behind the couches here, so you can kind of get a bit of a wider angle look at it. So you can see the fireplace is currently, the electric fireplace is currently out. That is because the power point is behind there, and this particular tree has lights sort of built into the power point. Before I go through installing the tree, I just wanted to very quickly show you, I did show you these in Wednesday's video, but this is my absolute hack. I use these all year round. So this is a manual sort of light timer. So all of my Tiffany style lamps are plugged into these, but I also plug the trees into these. They're really easy to use. You just basically, I mean, I got mine from Bunnings. You just get them from a hardware store. And it just means that your lights will turn on and off by themselves, and you don't have to race around every evening turning everything on and then turning it off before you go to bed. So they are incredibly handy. So I thought I'd just very quickly share that with you. So I'm going to pop you on a time lapse. Mum is going to come in and we are just going to assemble this tree and get it decorated, and then I will show you what it is looking like at the end, and then we'll head out and start doing the house decorations. I did this year purchase 2 new pieces for the house, and I am so excited. They came last week or the week before, I think. And I'm so excited to get into the boxes and put them out. So very excited to share that with you, but let's get this tree assembled and decorated. Well, there you have it. The last tree is all decorated. Oh, and I think she looks so pretty. Very happy with that. I'll take you over there so you can have a little bit of a closer look. I really do love like the little rocking horse down the bottom. And it's one of those things I think with trees too. Over the next week, I'm sure I'll just zhuzh it, or I'll see little gaps, or you know, one colorway or one type of bauble will be too much on one side, so I'll relocate things over the next couple of weeks and just kind of have a bit of a play around with it. But I think it's looking really lovely. So just to give you a little close-up look, we've got the rocking horse and then just some really pretty little baubles, some from like Europe trips, little woodland owls. I love these birds with the tail feathers. And these are some of my favourite picks. The one with the sort of almost like sugar-coated berries, like the frosted berries. I think they're really lovely. And so I've just done a little assortment of those across the mantle here, just to add a little bit of festive cheer. But very happy with how that is looking. All right, let's head out into the sort of main areas now and start decorating. So we've got quite a bit of stuff here. We've got sort of all soft furnishings, wreaths and such. And just Mum's already started. She's tackling the... We'll just find places. They're sort of just for side tables and things like sideboards and such.
Not for the main table?
No, the dining room table decorations are in this box here. But yes, so we're just basically going to get going and get stuck in. So at the front door, we've just added these 2 little pots here. Yes, that is birdseed. It goes out the front and the birds just love it. So yes, that's what that is. So apologies, it does normally go outside, but it looks like it's about to storm quite badly. So just kind of bringing all those bits in pieces inside. But we've got these 2 gorgeous pots with sort of the Christmas arrangements in them. And then just down here, we've got the little snow lady. Now, this snow lady, she has been in my family, I would say for a good 20 years. Unfortunately, she no longer works. She used to sort of dance, and she'd sort of swing her hips and swing her little, this would light, like this little chainy kind of thing would light up, and she'd swing it around, and she sang Santa Baby. It was just, yeah, definitely something, a memory from my childhood, but I've had her for such a long time. And so while she doesn't work anymore, we just kind of pop her in the entryway here as a bit of nostalgia. And because when my sisters and that come, they're all super familiar with her as well. So that is that. And then we've got the little nutcrackers here on either side of the door. So it is slowly coming together. So in this main sort of sitting room, I've just added a little bit of like a red throw here, just to tie in the red and greens. We've got a few little red plaid. We've got the Christmas tree with all the little puppies on it, on that cushion. That is looking very cozy indeed. The lighting is terrible at the moment. As I said, it looks like it's about to storm, but I've just added a little merry and bright cushion, and then just a little kind of collection of a bit more sort of vibrant red Christmas bits. I think that looks really nice there. Adding this little silver reindeer in here. I think it's so elegant, like the lines of it. And like the antlers and that looks so pretty. Now I do have some of these little villages, like the little houses. I've got just like a sort of standard house, and then I've got a couple of shops, I think, like a Christmas shop and a bakery and things. So I'm going to get those opened and out. I've had these for years. And they light up, and I put them on the timers as well. So they kind of light up alongside the tree. To be so careful.
Is that for the meal?
Wherever you want to put it.
It's not with your stuff.
No, it's not with this, no. I'd love to have more of these, but unfortunately I just do not have the room to put them places. So that is one there. I'll give you a better look at it once I've got them all set up and they are lit up, because they are very pretty, and you can like kind of see in the front windows and that. So that's the first one there. And then this is the second one I've got. So this one has the little sort of shops in it and comes with like the little tiny trees and a few, like, you know, like a Santa Claus. I think there's a puppy, yeah, like a little dog. And I'll give you a better look, as I said, once I get them all kind of set up and they're all lit up. I think they look so nice. And of course, just to show you the little houses kind of set up, they are lit up, obviously, you can see at the moment, and like you can see in here that you can see through the front window, and they've got their Christmas tree. And they've got like the ribbon and bow shop, and again you can kind of see in the front windows. And then we've got the bakery and the coffee shop at the end. And they've got like all sort of baked goods and things in the windows, which is really sweet. I'll give you a close-up in a moment. But they look unbelievable at night time when all the windows are lit up. But I've also got them on timers, like I've got all the trees, so they turn on and off by themselves as well, which is really lovely. So I'll give you a little close-up. So I don't know if it comes across, this might be more of a nighttime thing, it might be a bit easier to see, but I don't know if you can sort of see in the bakery window there, and they've got like all their breadsticks and, you know, little cake stand and everything. It's probably easy to see at night. I'll show you a little bit later on, but they're so cute. So this area is looking very festive now. These stockings here are actually mine and my sister's stockings from when we were little girls. So we've had them all these years, and I sort of put them up near the main tree along with all the little houses. I've added a little garland here with berries just under the TV. You've already seen the lounge room area. And then just over here, we've got all the stockings. We've got the 3 stockings that I purchased when we were in Strasbourg, I think last year. They were an absolute steal and they're massive and they're so soft. And we've got a little stocking hanger, obviously the gorgeous tree, as well as, if I bring you a little bit closer, this very sweet, almost like Silent Night Chapel Christmas bauble, but it's like quite a large one. And then we've got this sweet little like Christmas scene. So this does turn on. I won't turn it on at the moment, but it turns on and it blows snow. And so then like the little carousel goes around the tree. It's kind of like Santa's workshop. But it lights up, plays music, blows all the snow. Now, one of the last things is these boxes here. So these are new pieces, as I said earlier, that came in about 2 weeks ago. So I'm so excited to share these with you. I actually wanted them last year, but I missed out. They'd actually sold out. So I've had a reminder in my calendar all year to look out for these when the Christmas sort of bits came out in store. I got them online from Temple and Webster. I'm so excited about them. So let's unbox these and kind of consider where we're going to put them. All right, so I have unboxed these. They are garlands, as you can see. So these are, I think they come in 2 sizes. This is the 200, the 240, so 2.4 meters size. So they're quite large, but the thing that I loved about them was that they didn't have any fake snow, they didn't have bobbles or anything like that in them, but they are pre-lit. So they've already got lights inside these, but they are battery operated and they have a timer, which means I can just pop some batteries in it, set them, and then they will turn on for 6 hours, turn off for 18 hours. So I think that that is they've got a different combination of different light settings in that, which is really nice. So I purchased 2 of those. I am absolutely thrilled to have these. I just think it's so nice to have things set that are on batteries and that have timers built into them. It just means that you can place them in other areas. So one of these is going to go in the entryway. That's the purpose that I bought it for. But the second one, I'm really not sure. I'm actually thinking about on top of the display cabinet here. That could be really nice at night time. So let's get these batteries inserted, have a bit of a look at them, and then we'll place them and sort of see how we feel. All right, so each garland takes 3 AA batteries. So I've just got some batteries here. I'm just going to pop them in. Like so. We're just going to click them on. I put them the wrong way. Hold on. Oh, there we go. So, oh yeah, it's coming across on camera. Obviously it's daylight, they'll look much nicer at night time, but there's sort of a whole different types of combinations. There's a combination in waves, sequential. I probably quite like the sequential. I think that that's really nice, just nice and soft. Or possibly this one, the soft glow. That could be really nice. Again, just quite a gentle light. I don't really like any of the ones that like flicker really hard. Maybe we'll go that one, but I'll need to set them tonight at the right time. So I'm just going to turn them off. Okay, so that's off. And then we will place them, and yeah, I'm so excited to see what they look like tonight. So we are done. It is completely finished. It is 4:15. It has been quite the day. I'm going to give you a really quick little house tour, kind of show you where everything ended up. So we've got a few little decorative bits here. And then, oh, sorry, it's obviously come down. And then we just have a few little sort of Christmassy touches here. This is just a super practical sofa. We use it all the time. So a nice little berry garland here to kind of tie the red in with the tree. Tree looking absolutely gorgeous. Cannot wait to start wrapping Christmas presents. I have purchased a number of my Christmas presents already, so I am going to start. I won't do that today, but I'll definitely get them wrapped and under the tree. I love when they have that under the tree. I love when you have Christmas presents under the tree is what I was trying to say there. And then we've got our little village here. And then if I come over here, we've got the reindeer, the elegant reindeer. If I pan up and just show you, I've got one of the garlands here. I need to set the timer. I will do that tonight. So I'll show you kind of what it looks like tonight. I actually think it looks really cute. It looks very different in person than what it does on camera. It looks quite nice. And then just got the nutcrackers. I've got a little garland here on this door. I've got quite the mess on the dining room table. Please just ignore that. Eventually these will be centerpieces for when we set the dining room table for Christmas lunch. So I've got a little assortment of things there. And then I've got a few little Christmas bits here. This is probably one of the oldest decorations I have. I'd say it's a good 30 years old. I remember it from when I was very, very young. It's a Santa, I mean, obviously the Santa used to play the drums, but it has not played for a very long time, but it is incredibly nostalgic for my family. And then we had a change of plans. So I was going to put the other garland at the entryway, but in the dining room, I have this bookcase here. And I feel like there's a lot of Christmas decorations in the entryway anyway. And I just think this will be really pretty to have this lit up on Christmas Day and just kind of add a little bit more festivities into the dining room area. So the other garland ended up here. Again, I'll get that all set up tonight. We've got a few little gingerbread houses here. And then I did show you earlier, we've got the very, very cute stockings. They are so unbelievably soft. If I could have like a jumper, exactly this material, I would be over the moon. I have to say, having been in Europe recently, like somewhat recently, so December last year, the quality difference in like wool jumpers from Australia to Europe is unbelievable. It's like it's not even the same. Like when we have a wool jumper, I cannot wear wool jumpers because they're so itchy. But in Europe, the material is so different. Like the wool is like really different. So I don't know if they process it differently or anyway, not sure. But this is looking really cute. We've got the tree here. And again, so this is all kind of in the dining room area. We do have a second dining room table that will kind of get added and extended out because I think we're 8 or 9 for Christmas Day. So this is all looking gorgeous in here. And then this is looking really pretty. Now, we had a casualty. So the little holder for this painting got broken when we were moving some stuff around. So I'll have to pick up something when I go to the shopping center next just to replace that. But everything is looking really nice in here as well. Just quite a nice festive welcome when you walk in through the door. All right, well, I think you can see the time there. I think I might make myself a cup of tea and maybe just have a little bit of afternoon tea. I've got a little bit of admin bits and pieces to do. And then I will come back later tonight. We'll set the timers on those garlands and I'll give you a bit of a house tour at night time when everything is lit up and just looking absolutely gorgeous and magical with all the twinkly lights. Well, it has actually been a few hours since I spoke to you last. As you can see, it's now nighttime. I've had dinner, I've done admin, I've baked a batch of cookies. It's all happened this afternoon. And I wanted to give you the house tour that I promised you, with all of the Christmas lights, all the Christmas decorations lit up. And given that I was sitting in my sitting room, I thought we would start here. I've just had my dessert and I have just been admiring the tree. My goodness, she's beautiful. I've got the electric fireplace on. I have the electric fireplace for ambience, and because where I live, we get maybe 7-8 days of like really cold where you'd want a fireplace a year, and that's all. So it's just not worth putting an actual log burning fire in. So I've got a little electric one here, but it just gives me that really nice ambience, I think, and it's nice and cozy when you want it. It also means I can put the fireplace on, like my electric fireplace on, in the middle of summer if I wanted to. You know, if I've got the air conditioning on and it's a rainy day and I've got the Christmas tree on, and I can kind of just curl up with a blanket, put the electric fireplace on. It's really lovely. But the tree is spectacular. All right, let's head out and I'll give you a little tour around the rest of the house just so you can kind of see what everything is looking like. It looks magical. Oh, I'm so happy with it. It's really just gorgeous. All right, so the main tree is all lit up. I will say they are LED lights, so that's why you're getting that flickering. For me, it obviously does not do that flickering in real life, so I won't stay here for too long, but she's looking really beautiful. I sort of had hoped leaving that Tiffany style lamp on might help with the flickering, but alas. But yeah, main tree looking gorgeous. And then just coming over here to have a little look at the village. And I promised that I would get sort of up close so you could see in the windows. Yeah, that's much better than this afternoon, isn't it? And so like this one here that you're looking in, this window is the bakery. So you can kind of see the outline of the loaves of bread there. They've got a cabinet with all like sweet treats in the cabinet. And then you can see like the windows at the top are open and all lit up. The door to the coffee shop's ajar. You've got the menus. I think they are so cute. And let me tell you, if I could fit more of these somewhere, I would have an entire village. And then we've got the ribbon shop. And then look in the window. Isn't that so cute? They've got all their Christmas trees and that in the window and presents all wrapped up. And then again, similar to the other one, you can sort of see like the windows and things up here are all lit up. And then this one here is just quite the stunning kind of Victorian house. I love like when they have like a turret like this. And then if we get close to this one, there we go. You can see they've got their Christmas tree up in their lounge room. And all the windows are all lit up. It's so cute. Oh, so happy. And then we have the garland here, you can see. It looks really nice. And I love that sort of slow glow, the on and off. I find that actually quite calming, much better than like a flickering light. And then into the dining room, the snow tree is aglow. Look at that. It is actually, it's coming across much brighter. The camera actually really brightens the lights. In real life, they are nowhere near this bright. And they're quite a yellow sort of warm light. I don't know how to fix that with the camera, but yes, this is actually looking quite bright when I'm seeing it in the camera. But in real life is just magical, and I love the stockings. And I love the stockings that they're so big and slouchy. I think that that's really lovely. And then just up over here, we've got that second garland with that gorgeous soft glow. Gosh, it's all looking so lovely. So just, oh, that kind of Christmas magic, you know. Well, they are sort of all the main bits that have been lit up. So I'm going to say good night to you. I hope you have kind of really enjoyed this first week of December, kind of decking the halls here at the house and getting the whole kind of house, you know, ready for the season ahead and ready for Christmas. And yeah, I hope you have really enjoyed it. I have loved spending the time with you. Mum and I just had the best day today, getting everything out and decorating and reminiscing and, you know, sharing all our memories with so many of these, you know, items have so much history, which is just, yeah, very, very magical. All right, I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye.